Taking enough mana for the day is about finding an abundance of security and peace within the present moment. In the present moment, right now, more than likely, unless you're in third world conditions, you are abundantly provided for. You have more than enough in this 1 second, in this one moment. Don't start worrying about the needs of tomorrow. Tomorrow's taken care of. If you start worrying about tomorrow, it's going to put you in a mindset of scarcity and not enough and lack. And you're going to start being in resonance with a vibration of lack, and you're going to start vibrating lack, and that's what you're going to attract, is more lack and more scarcity. And when you're in a position of being in lack and scarcity, you settle for less, and you succumb to taking drastic measures, and you behave and you react erratically, and you create more of the same chaos. So taking mana for the day is about cultivating circumstances that will grow your faith, cultivating a sense of abundance, cultivating a sense of peace, that your source is undefinable and greater than the whole. I mean, it encompasses everything, and so it's there. There's always abundance. It's about becoming resonant with the vibration of abundance. So look around you and focus on something that's abundant. It's something as simple as the grass is abundant. The sky is abundant. I have an abundant forest. I have an abundance of love for my family and friends. I had an abundance of satisfaction when I was really tired and went to bed last night, and I was comfortable and like my room was clean. It can be very simple, but focus on that and be grateful for it and declare your gratitude and talk about it. Because when you put action into thought, it marries and becomes united, where like the spirit takes form, energy takes form, and that is the process of divine creation. So when you're consciously creating something and you set an intention in your mind and you focus on that thought and you focus on the detail and the feeling behind it, your emotion and your feeling, it causes it's an accelerant. So, and it's going to flavor the pitch of the vibration. So if you're feeling peaceful and excited and abundant about what you're looking at in your mind's eye, then you're going to attract abundant situations about it. But if you're thinking about something that you want, but you have nervous, anxious feelings around it and you feel constricted, like it's never going to happen, then you're going to always be chasing the carrot that you can never grab hold of, because that is what your vibration is creating. And when you become conscious of that, you can practice and you get better and better at it, at catching yourself in those moments where you have a limiting thought or a limiting belief, or just you catch yourself in a feeling of restrictedness. You can stop yourself and you can just take some deep breaths and calm yourself and go just try to get to a blank slate, or even just observe your thoughts and ask yourself questions about that, or just let them go through your mind and see what you see about it. Because if you see images of, oh, how are my bills going to get paid? Oh my goodness, work slow, or people haven't been sitting in my section at my, part of the restaurant, and the hosts keep skipping me, anything like that. It's like, oh, that's lack. Even though that might be absolutely true that it's happening, you have to stop focusing on that. Even if it seems irrational, be willing to be insane for a couple of months, because then your whole vibration will change and your circumstances will change, and you won't have to be the crazy delusional one anymore. So at first, be delusional, be willing to be delusional, and just focus on the fact that you can turn it around with your thoughts and your vibration and your feelings. So focus on what you want and make sure that you're in the vibration of open flow, calm, peaceful, faithful that it's coming, because God does want you to have good things. And, or the source of the universe, or the underlying consciousness within all, the thing that is animating everything into life, and the thing that holds it all, and the thing that's outside of that, outside of a multiverse, like what is holding the multiverse? There's more multiverses, so it's like it's never ending. There's always more. You're always connected to that, and within yourself is like this porthole to all of that. So when you get to the absolute microcosm of your being, you're one with the endless vastness of infinity. So that helps you feel a lot more calm about it all. And, if everything that is in existence has a connection with one united consciousness, then you can work with that, because all of the moving parts are within it, and you can work with it to arrange your circumstances to help you along your divine path. And the more aligned you are with the willingness to surrender to the divine path, the greater the ease of flow. And I think a lot of people are nervous about surrendering to that, because when you hear the words divine path, I know for myself personally, I always thought that meant I had to go be a missionary somewhere. And I didn't want to do that at the time. But it doesn't, what I'm doing now is basically the same thing, but it's in a different way that I didn't think about before, and it's the way that makes me happy, and it's the funnest thing I do. So I surrendered to it. Now it's like bloomed before me. It's always better than you could have ever imagined. And it's so funny, because I do freelance work, and the jobs that I just put out into the universe, like, hey, God, I'm really in alignment right now, wanting to book a cool job with fun people and fun adventure, and it'd be great, and it always comes, and it's always better than I could have ever imagined. It's nothing I ever apply for. They always just it's like a cold call. So I've always that was a little way that I learned to trust that God always was going to give me better things than I even asked for. So it's all right, cool. I'll set my Garmin to divine plan, and I'm still at the steering wheel, but I'm learned that those directions are probably going to bypass most of the traffic, if that makes sense. So get in the good vibration, be gentle with your perspective, keep it loose, don't get too attached to any one outcome. Surrender the outcome, because it may come in a way that you don't expect, better than what you would have thought. So if you can loosen your grip and let go of the expectations, and just be like, okay, cool, it's out there, it's coming. I put in the order, it's on the way. I don't have to be neurotic about this. The more neurotic I am, the pot won't boil. It's like I'm just standing there waiting for my noodles to be prepared. I'll be standing there for eternity. Take out the trash, and they're boiled to the point of oblivion. You know what I mean? So just stop looking, stop watching over it. Just be relaxed. Relaxed vibration gets you malleable to get into flow with the vibration that you want to be in, and it's a high vibration, so the loosey-goosey you are, the better. Thank you for listening. I think we have enough to think about. May you have light, love, and magic in every moment. Out.